Samsung may be planning a notable shift with the Galaxy S26 series by moving its launch window from January to late February or early March. While this may appear to be a minor calendar adjustment, it could have meaningful consequences for buyers, sales performance, and the overall perception of the device. In many ways, a later launch could be a smarter and more consumer-friendly move, especially for people investing flagship-level money. In recent years, Samsung has clearly been in a hurry. Each new Galaxy S launch has crept closer to the start of the year, turning January unpacked events into the norm. The strategy was straightforward: be the first major Android brand to release a flagship and capture attention before competitors. By launching early, Samsung aimed to attract buyers before they fully recovered from holiday spending. While this approach helped Samsung stay ahead in timing, it also introduced recurring problems that users noticed year after year. Now, leaks and rumors suggest Samsung may slow its pace with the Galaxy S26. Instead of a January debut, the phone could arrive around February 25 or even in early March. For longtime Galaxy fans, this timing feels familiar. It reflects the Galaxy S9 and S10 era, when launches often aligned with Mobile World Congress in Barcelona. That period felt less rushed and more deliberate, benefiting both Samsung and consumers. One of the strongest reasons for a delayed launch is product readiness. Modern smartphones are incredibly complex devices. New processors, advanced camera hardware, AI-powered features, and deeply integrated software all need time to mature. When timelines are tight, early buyers often face bugs, battery drain, overheating, or inconsistent camera performance. These issues are usually fixed later through updates, but first impressions matter. A later launch gives Samsung additional breathing room to ensure the Galaxy S26 feels complete and reliable from day one. Software quality is especially critical now. Smartphones are no longer judged only by raw hardware. AI processing, photography algorithms, battery optimization, and system stability all depend heavily on software refinement. Launching too early often leads to the familiar "buy now, fix later" experience. Waiting an extra month or two could allow Samsung to deliver a more polished and stable Galaxy S26, reducing frustration for early adopters. Timing also plays a major role financially. January is one of the toughest months for big purchases. Many consumers are still dealing with holiday expenses, travel costs, and end-of-year bills. Budgets are tight, and spending over $1,000 on a phone can feel stressful. Even loyal fans may hesitate or delay their purchase. A late February or March launch changes that dynamic. In markets like the United States, this period aligns with tax refund season. Many buyers suddenly have extra cash available, making an expensive phone feel more attainable. Psychologically, this makes a big difference. Buying a Galaxy S26 with a tax refund feels like a reward rather than a financial strain, which can positively influence purchasing decisions. Another advantage of a later launch is reduced overlap with Apple's iPhone cycle. When Samsung launches in January, the latest iPhone is still dominating headlines, reviews, and social media. Apple's marketing momentum remains strong, making it harder for Samsung to fully control the narrative. By March, iPhone hype has cooled and attention naturally shifts back to Android. This gives the Galaxy S26 more space to shine. That said, delaying the launch does come with risks. The smartphone market is fiercely competitive. If Samsung steps away from January, rivals like OnePlus, Xiaomi, or even Google could fill the gap with their own flagships. A strong early-year release with the latest Snapdragon chip could attract buyers who do not want to wait. For enthusiasts who upgrade quickly, being first still carries weight. There is also the possibility of losing the flagship of the year perception before the Galaxy S26 even arrives. If another brand launches an impressive device earlier, it could shape comparisons and expectations in advance. Samsung would then need to work harder to justify why its phone is worth waiting for. Even so, history shows that patience often pays off. Rushed launches have repeatedly demonstrated that being first does not guarantee being best. Buyers tend to remember early bugs, battery issues, and performance problems far longer than launch dates. A slightly delayed Galaxy S26 that feels smooth, stable, and well-optimized could leave a stronger and more lasting impression. There is also a sense of nostalgia tied to February and March launches. That timing feels more natural. The year is properly underway, routines have settled, and people are more comfortable making thoughtful purchases. January launches often feel rushed, riding on short-lived New Year excitement. A spring launch positions the phone as a fresh start for the rest of the year. Ultimately, Samsung remains the most powerful name in the Android ecosystem. Fans who want a Galaxy device will buy one regardless of whether it launches in January or March. However, for undecided buyers, timing can be decisive. Better software, less competition for attention, and more money in hand could make the Galaxy S26 far more appealing. On paper, a March launch may look like a delay. For buyers, it might feel like perfect timing.